What the fuck? Shit. We're live. Did you fix the banner? What's today's date?
6th.
Okay. Welcome to. Oh my gosh, it's one of them days. Okay. I don't know. It seems like it's like one of those lives at this point. Like, it's the same every day. Anyhow, so welcome to Fabric Chicks here in Gardnerville, Nevada, by South Lake Tahoe, Carson City, Reno area, Northern Nevada. We're going to show you how to make a pumpkin today. Hey, Susan, how are you? We have, hi, Dennis and Sherry, not Dennis, and that shows you how tired I am. Sherry and Victor and Brenda, welcome everybody. So I literally just whipped this up because I have been long arming all day. And so, and Devin was working somewhere else. So he just got here just barely in time to film. Hey, Carolyn from Zephyr Point. We'll see you tomorrow. So we are doing literally like 20 minutes ago, I decided to make a burlap pumpkin. So I'm going to show you how to, here's my trusty needle. I am going to thread it real quick so that we can do a demo. My sister and I took the tripod home. So poor Devin has to hold the camera the entire time. So this string here, probably it's a thread. Probably it's about a yard, but it might not be long enough. So I'm just going to cut another one just in case, because in the past, we have done these cute little pumpkins out of the upholstery fabrics. Okay. So we've done these cute little ones. This one has your wine cork in it. You know how you always save your wine corks because you're looking for something to do with them, recycle, upcycle, all that good stuff. So these are out of random pieces of upholstery fabrics. Look at how cute the little baby one is. But you literally can make these as big or as small as you want. So I decided, somebody said that the pumpkins would be super cute done out of the burlap. So I am going to show you what I did. And it literally took me about 20 minutes to do this. And that included finding all the supplies. So number one, I love button carpet and craft thread or 12 weight thread. The smaller your number is, the thicker your thread is. So if you have 100 weight thread, it's going to be super fine. If you have 12 weight thread, it's going to be sturdy. So you can pull the pumpkins tight. So I'm going to show you real quick how to tie the knot. I'm going to come around so you can see me from your vantage point. So everybody always wants to know how to do these knots. It's not rocket science, but apparently it's pretty confusing. So the thread is under my needle. I'm going to just wrap it around a few times. Then I'm going to take these two fingers. I'm going to squish them around the needle, securing the thread in between, and I'm going to pull it. Uh-oh. Of course, when I do it as a demo, it got all knotted up. Okay, hang on a second. I've done this demo 1,000 times and never once had a knot in it. Where it wasn't supposed to be. But I can kind of feel something else's. There's another knot in the thread, probably because it's like 3 yards long. Okay, so here we go again. I'm going to lay it here. I'm going to wrap it around a couple times. This is what they call the perfect quilter's knot. And I'm just going to pull it in between my fingers. And then there is your perfect knot. Okay. So don't trip on the cord, Devin, because I just plugged in. You're going to have to come over here to my demo area, my exclusive demo area. Also cutting table for everything else. So I took my big burlap bag. This is what's left with my bag. I still could get a ton of pumpkins out of this. Okay. So I took the burlap bag because I'm upcycling. There's actually coffee beans falling onto the ground here. And I took my trash can lid So I could get a pretty good size circle because, we always use our plates or something that we have inside the house. But you might want to go outside and get your big garbage bags or lids if you want to make a big one. So I just laid this down. It's not rocket science. It's not perfect. I just laid this down and then I cut my rotary cutter circle around it. It's got the little handles here, so it goes out a little bit here. Literally, you're not going to care. So with the burlap bags, if you buy some of the burlap bags from us, sometimes they have writing on them like this. Don't worry about that because you can use, well, this one kind of went through, but you can use the back sides. Most of them you don't see the writing on the back sides, but this was a bad example for that. Although I wouldn't care if it had writing on it because I think that kind of makes it look vintagey and old. Then I'm going to take my doll maker's needle. You need a really long needle. This is not the best needle because you can see here it's kind of a little bit rusty here. Probably needs it. It's not really rusty, but it has got like a little divot there. So probably need to just take a piece of sandpaper and just sand it down to smooth it out. But with these big holes, I don't really care. So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to do a gathering stitch, kind of like a sort of like a yo-yo, but it's not folded under. So I'm just going to do this big running stitch all the way around. And I'm going to kind of pull it tight. The last one, then see how the knot isn't really big enough for these ginormous holes. So I'm just going to do a secure stitch real quick. So I'm going to secure it. I had this problem with the last one, but I just made it work. So I'm just going to do a little secure stitch here so that it won't just keep going through those big old burlap holes. And then I'm going to just do a very big, I guess you could call it a running stitch or a basting stitch. And then here the fabric's a little bit distorted, so I'm just going to go down a little bit because I don't want it to unravel. Then my sewing stitches would just disappear. And then pull it tight. Keep pulling it tight as you go. It doesn't really stay tight. But if you need like a fun little gift to give somebody and you don't want to invest a lot of money, this is the perfect thing. You can also do this same technique with your regular quilting cottons or jeans or literally anything. I mean, your baby's old diaper rags, anything you can do this with. Okay, Devin's on the phone, so he can't read the comments, I don't think. Can you read any of the comments?
What kind of needle is?
Doll maker needle. It's like a number 5, I believe, a number 5 doll maker needle. And we do have some doll maker needles on today's sale. So if you're new to watching, on Mondays we try to do some kind of a demo, inspire you to create. We love to see what you're creating. You can post it on Fabric Chick Stitch Along. It's a private Facebook group page, but that's kind of where everybody in our community posts what they're working on. And if you have questions and need help, somebody there will answer your questions. And what we're going to be making, can you show them the finished one over here? Here is the finished one. So just quick and easy, twig out of your yard, throw them on your porch because literally if somebody steals them, if you've got porch pirates, I mean, they really deserve to have it if they want to steal it, I think. I mean, in the whole scheme of things, if that's the only thing they steal off your porch, you're in pretty good shape. So this is, and you can see it doesn't really make a ginormous, you think it's going to make a huge pumpkin, but it's really not all that big. Will you break deco bond? Yeah, Laura, do you want 5/8 chenille it or 3/8 chenille it? Okay, I'm almost to the end here. And oh my God, Fran, I didn't even know you were going to Maui. I'm kind of jealous of that. Okay, hang on a second. So I'm getting to where I started. So I'm going to overlap. I started back here and I'm going to go overlap it a little bit. And I'm not going to pull it all the way tight right now, but you can kind of see it's going to be um, pretty, pretty close there. Now, what I'm going to do, because I hate to throw anything away, um, somebody dumped off a bag of scraps. Somebody dumped off a bag of scraps for dog beds. Some of them, though, I couldn't throw away. Like, literally, look at how nice that scrap is. I could not throw that into my, I couldn't throw it into my, look at those big scraps. I'm going to have to do like a scrap bag freebie or something. I just can't do it. But here's some scraps of batting. So I'm going to throw this into here. So all your scraps that you save for dog beds, you literally could save for your pumpkins. And then after the season, um, if you have a shortage of storage space, you could take this all out, repurpose it, give it to the dogs. That's been quilted on, so it's stuck. Um, I don't mind using all these tiny scraps, but look at this. Like you could literally make a whole nother quilt out of this piece. Um, so anyway, so it's so tragic. Look at that big, pretty piece there. I could hardly put that into here, but I'm gonna. So gosh. Um, okay, here's some weird fabrics and some weird ribbons. I'm just gonna put those in there. Ooh, that was kind of a pretty batik. Look at this. Well, look at, I think somebody was making oh, I bet you they were making a microwavable bowl with this and then got tired of it. Okay, so don't ask me to come help you clean your sewing room because you won't get rid of anything. Literally, you won't get rid of anything. Um, so, but sometimes you gotta like keep quilting affordable. Like this here, literally, I'm gonna throw that in. I usually throw this kind of stuff in Mary Lou's basket because she likes to do slow stitching and she'll cut that apart. Um, okay, so I've got quite a bit here. Oh no, I think I need more. Um, so I'm gonna stuff some more into here. Gosh. This is so hard for me to just not pick through here. Like if you're an applicator, that is a perfect leaf. Like I might have to save that for a leaf. Okay. I hope whoever donated this bag is not watching and see. Look at that. That can go in your right under your scrap tape. Gosh. Okay. Let me find some littler scraps in here. Okay, so I know you guys are going to be like donating scraps to me because like I get so excited about it. Um okay, literally. I don't know. I think I grew up with, my parents really drilled it into me, waste not, want not. Okay, so my needle is still right here and I'm going to stuff this into here. I really could stuff a little bit more into here so that it's tighter. I think it might make it a little bit bigger. Um, oh, this is tragic. I mean, look at those pieces. They're so pretty. It's a good thing I own a fabric store so that I'll never run out of fabric. Okay, so I think we're kind of stuffed a little bit better here. So I'm going to pull on my thread. My thread is still in my needle. And so now you have the option. Um, I would stick my stick in there. So um, when I hike, I save, I know it's kind of a sickness, but when I hike, I save all of the sticks that I think would make great stems. So you're going to just bury this into here. If you think this one is too big, if you think that's too big of a stem, you can always break it down. Or if you like this side better, you can break that side down. Let's see. These are all my sticks left over from last year's collection. Um, so I always have to like audition which side I like best. And then I'm gonna kind of shove this down here. I'm gonna break that little piece off because it's gonna break anyways. And shove that in there, then gather it up. Once you have it gathered up, you're just going to run a stitch around either, back and forth like this and catch it. This is why you really need the 12 weight thread, not your regular sewing thread doubled up. You really do need a strong thread because you're pretty much yanking on it. If you want to do a stay stitch, just do a stitch real close um, to your last stitch, and that might help it because it is kind of hard. You got to use like your muscles in your fingers to keep it tight while you're stitching this closed. It is a little bit easier. Uh-oh, my needle just came out of my thread. It is a little bit easier with the thread that is with the fabric that's not burlap. It's the burlap is a little bit more squirrely, but really not really, but tiny bit more. So you just have to play with it till you like it, and just anywhere in here, you're just kind of securing it closed. You don't want to see that blue fabric there. And then this is where I would probably get out my glue gun and then glue some decorations on. But if you're doing it and you don't have access to electricity, you could stitch your leaves on. So now that I've got it pretty tight, I'm going to just go one more time just to make sure it's not going to come loose. And then I can, if I want to put the little holes in it, I don't know what you call it, to make these more pronounced, you can just take your thread like it is and then just wrap it around. And with this bigger needle, so if you see how if you pull it tight here, it's going to create those little whatever you call those sections in your pumpkin. Okay. And then I'm just going to take, because it is kind of bulky, with the one that I did while you guys weren't watching, I went straight down the middle, down to the bottom of the pumpkin. But because you're watching, I probably won't be able to find my needle on the other side. So, so I'm just going to secure it and tie a knot here. If it's not perfectly centered and it bugs you, you can kind of move your string around to put it wherever you want it to be. Okay. So that is, if you have any questions about the pumpkin, let me know. That's basically how you make these quick and easy pumpkins. Virginia is going to be showing you how to do these pumpkins along with her pieced pumpkins, applique pumpkins, cornucopias, everything fall. Virginia is going to be demoing on October 20th. So if you want to sign up for that, it's $15. If you guys were signed up for today's class, sorry about the confusion, but I've moved all of you over to the October 20th class. So then I just keep a box of leaves and weird things like this. So I would just rip this off or cut it. If you cut it, then you can use the plastic part to stick it down in the center. If you take it off without it, then you do need to stitch or hot glue this onto here like this. And if you want to, if you don't like this ugly color, you can always take this off. And I don't know, I've done it 1,000 times before. The plastic usually just pops right off. But if you take that plastic off, you can actually stitch right onto these and do some thread painting. And then also I've used glitter and paint to make them whatever color I want them to be. So that one's kind of like a little one, but if you got a bigger one, see how that cute that makes it. And then add some other tendrils and things. So all kinds of fun things you can do. Like here is a fun gold one. So I might pop that down in there, except for I closed it too tight. But super easy. There you go. Christmas, Thanksgiving Halloween fall decorations at its best. Okay, so we do have some things for sale. If you have candy, I don't know why you couldn't find us on Facebook, but a lot of people have been complaining about that. So I think it's a real thing. It's not just you. But I don't know how to fix it. Okay, so if you're new to watching and you want to purchase anything, you just type in S. Even after a class on making them knots, I still can. Or uh Victor, sometimes it's like rocket science. Um, Perfect. I'm glad you have the knot, Sherry. Um, Gosh, I don't know why. For some people, the knot is kind of hard. Okay, so 15 yards black binding tape. Do you want the one that looks like grunge? Are you coming into the shop, Suzette? Um, yes, Remy does help me find sticks. Although she usually brings like animal bones back. Um, okay, so we have, if you want to purchase anything, all you have to do is type S. S is you committing to buying it, and the number and how many you need. So we do have the needles that I used in a variety pack. There's 5 different size needles. S82 is $5.99. S82 is $5.99. They're also called doll makers needles. So extra long needles with long eyes for doll making, soft sculpture, and other crafts used with yarn or heavy thread. So then if you need the heavy thread, this was the color thread that I use. I do use this when I'm thread painting. It's a 12 weight. 12 weight is the heaviest weight you can fit through the top of your machine. So I use 12 weight a lot for thread painting because you can really see it. Especially this one is one of my favorites on tree trunks. S79. S79 is $11.95. S79 is $11.95. It was perfect. I had green. I was going to use this because this is what I could find, and I usually just make do with whatever I can find. And this was real easy to find because it was in my vegetables. So here is the vegetables that we're making for the cornucopia. If you want to join the vegetable class, we still have 2 classes left. Monday night and then a Saturday in November, I think, for like 5 hours so that you can finish the whole project. The corn was my favorite, and I'm just going to show you just so you have for reference. This one was made, well, the original, this one is a new one using the original method. The original, they didn't put any interfacing into the leaves. And so you can, whoops, there goes my water for the 80th time. So you can kind of see how the leaves are kind of floppy. So on the, this was made like 40 years ago. But nowadays we like we're so free and able to play with our threads and interfacings and different things. So this one I put interfacing into, and then I actually just stitched it just to give it a little bit of texture. So so just different ideas. If you add interfacing in it, you're going to be able to crinkle it up. You're going to be able to keep it smooth. You can do whatever you want. But if you want it to look a little bit more like how it would in the wild, that's a great way. So that's my little thing on the vegetables. They are super fun to make. And they go, I'm going to say they go fairly quick, but maybe not for everybody. Because I did like literally make this one 20 minutes before the class. Well, I probably made it like 2 hours before the class, before the live that then was the class. So it took me about 20 minutes, but it did take the girls at home most of the class to make this one. But it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Okay. It's plain black. You have several colors. It's really ribbon, I think. Okay, perfect, Suzette. Okay, so the other thing that we showed today was the coffee bags. S78. If you need coffee bags, let us know. We've done pillows. We've done garlands. Here, I'm going to do a quick little tour. So you can see different projects we've made with the coffee bags. If you want one that's more plain or plain on one side, let me know and we'll go through them and find the plain ones. S78 is $3 for the coffee bag. And then come with me for a quick little tour and I'll show you. Um, we got to step over Remy here. She's apparently taking a nap in the middle of the shop. Here's a cute little pillow. We just appliqued. This is actually scraps of batting we appliqued onto the burlap. And then we put some chenille to give it some texture. And here is the backside of a coffee bean bag that I just kind of fussy cut for that pillow. We do have kits for the snowman pillow. And then we did banners here. So we just used the burlap for a background, and then we just appliqued fabric on top. So this one says love, that one says XOXO up there. So if you want to get a jump start on Valentine's, we do have kits for those. And then here we just did kind of a freeform sunflower with some yarn in the center and some silks and just a little bit of crazy. Here we've got avocado netting. So save everything. Don't throw anything away ever. Okay, let's see what we've got going on over here. So if you want, here is my finished pumpkin, a finished pumpkin. And then I just threw some leaves on there real quick. This is a kit if you want. I did not write up directions. I should, but I didn't. If you want, this makes 3 different size, bigger than this. Maybe the little one makes this, but I think they're bigger than that. There's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There's at least 4. There's at least 4 pumpkins in there, I would say. And you've got a bigger needle and some button carpet and craft thread and polyfill. So if you want to make, I think I can count at least 4 different fabrics. 1, 2, 3. I count at least 4 different fabrics in there. I don't know. We made these kits last year. There's at least 4 different pumpkins, polyfill, and thread. S80 is $15. And Lynn cut these all out of the upholstery fabrics into circles for you. So she's already done half your work. All you have to do is gathering stitch, stuff them, and embellish them. So if you want some of these kits, S80 is $15. S80 is $15. And then we just scored some of these fall colored wool balls. So we cut these off a lot and use them for different things. So if you need some wool balls, it is, I don't even know how long, but it's about 2 yards. Oh, I could measure it, Devin said right here. I'm standing right by, we're exhausted here at Fabric Chicks, but not nearly as exhausted as we're going to be tomorrow when we pack up the shop and do a pop-up shop in Tahoe. And then Wednesday, I have on NCQC, which is National, I don't know, Meet the Teachers, Northern California Teacher Conference or something. And then we have like 30 ladies coming from Reno for their monthly meeting from like 1 to 4, and then our live from 4 to 5:30. So Wednesday we will be playing bingo. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, get your bingo cards. We are only playing bingo on Wednesday. S81 if you need the wool balls. S81 if you need wool balls. 2 yards of wool balls. S81. They're just fun. Uh, and I gotta see if I can get more of these shirts. I know they're so cute. Christy made them for us. I really gotta see if we can get more of them. Okay, so that is all we have. Oh, okay, we're gonna do some auctions real quick, okay, ladies and gentlemen. But don't forget your bingo cards for Wednesday, okay? Wednesday, 4 o'clock, we're gonna just hit the ground with bingo. Quilto bingo. Okay, what let's see what Becky has made here. Here is a orange bucket. So some of these you could use if you're into doll making. They could be flesh toned, or if you want to make kind of an orangey quilt. This is just an array of solids. Kind of a good little collection. Sometimes, especially if you're doing applique, you just never know when you're going to need that perfect piece. So here is, and then a bonus. Let's see what this says. They're all kind of solidy except for this one piece, which is kind of a crazy piece. But I don't know, you could do some fun things with it. So this is an auction. S83 is going to start at $4. S83, it is an auction starting at $4. S83. Here is a piece of Suzette. The shop will be open tomorrow until we'll probably skedaddle out of here at 2:30 or 3. So come in the morning because we probably will close a little bit early to go up to Reno. This is a piece of green felt. Becky kept saying it reminded her of her pool table, but it's just a big piece of green felt. It's about 40 by 30. So 40 by 30 for green felt. S84. We're going to start this at $3. S84, we're going to start at $3 for the piece of wool felt. S84 is starting at $3. S83, there are two of you. Evelyn is on YouTube and Mary Lou is on Facebook. So there's two of you bidding $4 for the orange fabrics. Two of you bidding Two of you are bidding $4 on S83. Here is a blue collection. Here, I'm going to fold these up. I know Becky spends so much time making these look pretty. And then I'm like a bull in a china shop over here. Okay, that's the orange collection, S83. S84 is the green felt for $3. And then here is a blue collection. These kind of this one particular is stiff like crap fabric. But kind of a nice little, well, green collection until you get to the gray. And then some blues and some denims, it looks like. So that's kind of a random bucket. S85. S85 will start at $4. S85 will start at $4. S83 is at $6.
At $8.
8? S83, all the oranges is at $8. All the oranges are at $8. There is nobody for the green felt. The green felt S84 is at $3. S85 for the greens and blues and random gray. I know we should just here is a florally collection. That's like a half a yard stitch and stash by Hoffman International Fabrics. Half yard of that. This one is definitely not a quilter's cotton, but it kind of feels like a blouse fabric. This one also is kind of a blousey fabric. Oh, I don't know why she didn't put that in with the oranges. And then some random things here. Here the hills have eyes there. Here is kind of a cute little one. It's already pre-quilted. I'm not sure what you could do with it, but I'm sure you could find something fabulous to do with it. S86, we're just going to start at $3. S86, we're going to start at $3. And I'm going to close these up so I can make room. S83 is Evelyn for $8. And then let's see, let me put that there so I don't lose it. S85, any takers on S85? Elaine for $4. And S84, nope, nobody wants green felt. And I haven't looked yet. S84 green felt $3. S86 is at $3. S86 is at $3. All right, if you're doing, oh, I gotta do, my sister showed me the cutest little ghost garland. So in my spare time, I'm gonna put together a quick and easy way for you to use up your scraps making cute little ghosts for a garland. I mean, who doesn't need another garland? Okay, here is a bunch of neutrals. Oh, this one is actually a crazy quilt, kind of a heavier weight canvas. Oh, there's a scrap left over. You could make a purse out of this, I guess. It's this big. I'm not sure. It might be fun to embellish. Reminds me kind of like 1960s-ish, but it is already got the stitches from Crazy Quilting. Kind of a fun little canvasy upholstery type fabric. Not too thick. You can totally sew through it. Kind of a denim-y feel. And then here's the golds and yellows, and must have just been somebody's stash. This is kind of a different, not really quilting cotton at all. This one also has already been pre-quilted. Not sure what you could do with it. But here is another one, S87 for $3. All the golds, S87, the auction is starting at $3. S84 is Jackie. Jackie, you bid against yourself. S84. Oh, I see. Suzette was S84 for $3, and then Jackie said S84 for $4. Okay, just in case Suzette wants to outbid you, I'm going to leave that there for a hot second. S86. S86, $3 for the flower collection. S87 on YouTube, Riri's at $3. The golds are at $3. Riri's on YouTube at $3. And get your final bids in. The green felt is going once, going twice. Jackie for $4. Okay, S87 is Riri for $3. Riri for $3. Okay, let's see what else we have. I know Devin had to get up at 5. Did you get up 5:30 this morning to go to work?
Mm-hmm.
And then Gracie drove 9 hours to Oregon to visit her grandparents today. First time she's ever driven by herself, so I've been a nervous wreck the whole time because half the time she didn't have cell reception. So like she looked like she was on an abandoned road for 27 minutes. So it's been kind of a stressful day here at Fabric Checks. Okay, here is a most bizarre random collection of, I'm not really sure what. But this is a fun, funky kind of, I don't know what kind of fabric it would be called. This one I need Doris and Phyllis here, but you do have 2 pieces of it, really bright and pretty. It's kind of the weight of cotton, but thicker. I don't know. And then here is a fun, definitely quilters cotton. This one could go either way, quilters cotton or not sure. This is a cute little, look at how cute that little frog is, quilters cotton. Oh, this one, somebody's going to want this for sure. Betty Boop and bowling, for those of you who do Betty Boop or bowling. And then some scraps that go with it here. You You've got some 4th of July. You've got some patriotic. This is kind of a random box. Becky must have been like just trying to get through a box. Okay, so here is, oh, look, this is, I think we might even still have this for sale out there. Okay, that whole collection of stuff, S88. Let's just do $5. S88, the auction is starting at $5. S88, the auction is starting at $5. Look at no takers for S86. S86, just a variety random pack for $3. S88 is at $5 and S86 is at $3. And I don't see any takers for those. Okay, let's see. I do have a pattern here for free. We have Kathy Holden Stitch Pink Project Pack. It does 4 small projects. And I'm just going to scroll and see where it lands. Ann Lindenmeyer. And if you already have this, let us know and we'll give it to somebody else. And S88 is at $6. S88 is at $6. S88 is at $6. Looks like Devin's going to be shipping all day tomorrow. S86, no takers for. Okay, here is a kind of just some black fabrics, some fun silver fabrics that from Joann's, has a metallic star on it. So quite a bit of that fabric. And then some white fabrics. You do have some tone on tones. You have some solid whites. Just good to put like a piece of muslin, it looks like maybe. Great base fabric if you're collaging. So quite a bit of fabric there. S89. Let's just start it at $3. S89 started at $3. S88. S88 is at $8. I am going to put this in the bag. So if you want S88, it's at $8. Okay, Elaine, we are definitely holding your basket till Sunday. I can't believe the retreat is already on Sunday. It's kind of crazy. And then Devin and I are going to do the retreat next week with you guys. And then we come home. We're home for 2 weeks. And then we're going to go up and do the retreat with Art Quilt Tahoe for a week. So it's going to be like a crazy, insanely busy next 4 weeks for us. Okay, S88. I have Evelyn for $8. Okay, S89 is at $3. S89 is at $3. S86. Look at that. No taker. Here, I'm just going to put this whole thing together. Look at, you can have this whole bunch, S86, $3. Like this here is worth more than $3. You can have that whole kit and caboodle, S86 for $3. Oh, wait. Candy just said $4. Okay, Candy, you can have the whole thing for $4. Okay, Candy, $4. Unless there's stuff here you don't want, let us know. Otherwise, I'm going to put this whole thing in your basket for $4. I think we're going to have perfect weather, Suzette. I think it's going to be really fantastic. I'm super excited, looking forward to it. We're literally it's gonna be here before we know it. Okay, that is all we have for today. I don't even, oh, here. I'm gonna tell Devin, I'm not making any promises, but I'm gonna tell him to put a little pumpkin charm into all of your orders from today. So you may or may not get it. It will be a surprise if you get it, okay? But I'm going to put it on top of the cash register so he hopefully remembers to put it in your baskets. All right, love you guys. We will see you on Wednesday. Get your bingo. Oh, wait. Don't leave yet. Come on, Devin, let's do a box opening. I think there were like 6 boxes. Devin only opened up one or two. Okay, let's see what's in here. Um, this is
Tim Holtz.
nope. Guess again. Although we do have in the beginning. Okay, hang on a second. Oh, I hate to say this. I hate to say this. Only because I don't know. I haven't seen the invoice yet. But maybe I'll have Devin put this on Wednesday's sale that's not a sale. If you guys could see him rolling his eyes at me right
My
now.
arm's tired.
Okay. Look at how pretty this is. This is Jason Yenter's fabric rolls. They're not as big as the normal ones, maybe like half rolls. But look at how pretty those are. I think they might be batiks, but I don't think they are. Don't ask me. I don't know. So super fun jelly rolls. Let's see. What else is in here? Did you get the invoice for this? Here's some snowman fabric. Look at how they have kind of a cute little rainbowy scarf. Okay, let's see. What else is here? Well, can you throw out a price for this fabric or no?
Not off the top of my head,
Oh,
no.
he does not want to have to cut this tomorrow by himself. Here is, oh, look at how pretty this is. I don't even remember ordering these.
Because I ordered them.
Oh, okay. Devin ordered it. Wait a second. Okay, hang on a second. Oh, we don't even have the lights on. This is like got to be the worst video ever. Okay, it's like I don't even know how to describe it. It's a big panel. Okay, look at that. That could be the center of a quilt, but look at how you could embellish it if you wanted, but you wouldn't even have to. It's so beautiful. But you could use this in the center and then use this jelly roll to sew blocks around it. That would be really pretty. Okay, have no idea what we were thinking here. All right, what else is in here? Oh, for you guys, you Nevadans, we've got a Nevada fabric that came in. And some kind of a Christmas village. Looks like a 60-degree ruler kind of a thing happening here. And here is another 60-degree ruler, but it's kind of weird how it looks, the repeat of it. But that one does look like it would be pretty for placemats or even just a table runner. If you want to do a 10-minute table runner, this one might be a really pretty one to do because it's got that little lacy thing down the edge. And one more bolt in here from in the beginning is hydrangeas and butterflies. The other two boxes are Tim Holtz new colorway. I don't know what colorway, but we'll
Charcoal.
Charcoal. So a gray colorway. Maybe we might have it ready. We'll show it to you on Wednesday. Not making any promises because it has been kind of crazy around here. But that's all we have for today. We'll see you guys on. Do you have any comments real quick before we end?
Go read them.
What? Let's see. What time will you be here tomorrow? Carolyn, it just depends. If we have customers in the shop, then I don't feel like we can say, oh, you got to leave because we're open till 4. But if there's nobody in the shop, then we'll sneak out. Last time we went up, we left here about 2:30. So I would say we're going to get there about 3:30. Probably about 3:30. It'll take us about a half hour to set up, and then that will give you guys 2 hours to shop. An hour and a half, maybe, if we're running late. And Devin's there, so we get set up super fast. But we should be there. You should have plenty of time to shop for sure. And then we'll be out of there by 6 o'clock. Time for you guys to go to dinner. All right, so that's all we have. we will see you guys. We'll see Carolyn and Laura tomorrow in Tahoe, and we'll see the rest of you guys on Wednesday. Have a great night. Go